Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Nikki ExotiKa Show. And today, my special guest is Kai Stone from Temptation Island. How are you, Kai?
Amazing. Thank you so much for having me, Nikki. I
You
think this
are
will be very
just
fun.
so handsome. So Kai, you're from Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Maui.
Yeah.
You were
Maui, yeah.
telling-
North Shore. Yeah.
And you're a surfer. I
I
saw
am.
that on your photo on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I'm not that good, but I try.
You're not that good, but you try.
Compared to the guys who are very good, I'm all right. I can surf.
Yeah, I grew up in the Jersey Shore. I loved boogie boarding. I never did surfing in my life, but I always wanted to try.
We'll come to Hawaii. We'll teach you how it's done.
You'll teach me?
Yeah, we got you. No,
Awesome.
no worries.
I love it. So, all right. So we're gonna get all to the dirt and to the virality of where you come from Temptation Island. But being on a reality dating show, did you ever feel like the environment pushed you to react in ways you normally wouldn't?
For sure. Yeah. I mean, and we'll just cut right to it. That's why I walked off. Honestly, that I just felt like I was being very unauthentic. And what's crazy is a real ego check. Because I went on there thinking like, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm gonna go crush this, blah blah blah. And it was just so humbling. Because like as soon as the cameras turned on, I felt like just like this little kid who was like insecure and felt weird about what I was saying. And I mean, you've been on reality TV, so you know. And it was my first time. So yeah, it was just an overall interesting experience. I don't know if I would do a show like that again. So to answer your question, yeah, I felt real weird when the cameras turned on. I thought I'd be way better than I was, and I thought I would enjoy the experience way
It's
more
a lot
than
of
I did.
pressure.
Yeah, and, but I always looked at myself as someone who can handle that shit.
Right.
So I was unimpressed with my performance, but also I'm glad that I did it because otherwise, if I had said no, I always would have looked back and be like, oh, I could have been this great reality TV star. Maybe I, missed an opportunity. But now that I tried out that specifically, that kind of show, I'm not gonna ever have that kind of what if,
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's hard, especially your first time on as, a main cast on a show. I know that personal experience. Being on the show that I was on, it's hard. I think it gets better if you can hold on to being on the show. But you walked off after what, episode 2?
I think I was episode 2, episode 3. Yeah, I did. I won't lie. Yeah.
You know what? I got to check out this episode because I'm interested. Did you like throw a tantrum or a mantrum or no? Just like done, you're done deal.
I did. I won't lie, producers. I'm sorry, guys. But I don't think they didn't put it in the show, thank God.
Oh.
So I'm not sure if they were filming or not, but.
So how did they, like you were just on an episode and then just disappeared? They have to.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they did. Yeah. But I got a very viral clip out of it, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm just like a meme on the internet now as like the Doug guy, which is
my
hilarious. Well, and we'll show you the clip later.
It's a lot, and you got to be very strong to deal with reality television.
For sure, yeah.
It's
and nobody thinks that though. Like people hear
no, they think, oh my God, it's so easy. I can do it too. No, you can't.
Yeah.
No, I promise you can't.
They'll hear me and you say that and be like, God, these guys are such pussies. Unbelievable,
So after going through that experience, what are the top 3 red flags that you spot instantly now?
I would say someone's very different depending on who they're around, for sure. And then people being very different on camera versus off camera. I'm very guilty of that. And then kind of like seeing, and again, the producers were awesome, no shade or anything. At the end of the day, though, they have a show to make, so you have to kind of understand what they might portray you as, because at the end of the day, they're gonna portray you.
You're either a good person or the villain.
Yeah, which is fine. They have a show to make, right? But those are just kind of the lessons I picked up. Nothing good or bad, just like as you said, just lessons.
Yeah, they're there. They're there to create an entertaining show at the end of the day. And like on my show, I love my producers. We got along as family. I still love, like I still keep in touch periodically with one of my producers. I had a really great time shooting my show. But then again, sometimes they throw these curveballs at you and you got to know how to duck and weave, and it's like, if you don't, it depends on your, how you are, like ego or, it's just a way how you handle, if you can handle it or you can't. And if you see that you can't, you might blow up on the show or just say, you know what, tap, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of great opportunities that come from reality TV as well. And I think you meet a lot of people. You obviously get some fame out of it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I thought I was unimpressed with me. Like I thought I'd be better.
So you have no regrets that you walked off so early?
Best decision ever.
Really?
Yeah, no, as soon as I hit the airport, as soon as I got out of there, I was just like, it was the best
You
decision.
felt like peace.
Yeah, well, I was also in love with this girl, and I didn't really realize it. I met her like 6 weeks before I went on, and it was like a dating show kind of.
Okay. Did she know that you were going to do this dating
Yeah,
show?
so she was actually interviewing for the same show as me.
Oh.
And we were both interviewing as singles before we met, or like while we met.
Okay.
So yeah, then we met, we talked
But she
about
didn't
it.
get casted.
She didn't get casted. No. I guess I have better riz. I don't know, but but yeah, and then and I I thought I was like whatever. Me and her just hooking up. It's casual. Like I don't care about this girl. That's what I was telling myself, right? And then like 2 or 3 weeks before we went on, I was like, fuck, like I'm cooked. I kind of knew I loved her, And then I'm on the show trying to have these deep emotional talks with these other girls and try to get to know them, and I just couldn't do it. Number one, like they had boyfriends, right? That's the show. So it's like they were already not into it. I wasn't into it. And then I was just thinking about this other girl. So yeah, I just told the producers, I was like, listen, I know you guys have a show to make, all due respect, but I think this show would be better without me. And it was top 5 Netflix right now, Right. And I got my viral clip, so we're good to go, baby.
So do you think you left the show more guarded or more open when it comes to relationships?
I would honestly say more open after seeing what all those people went through, honestly. I just saw like a lot of raw emotions, and they always say like reality TV is kind of fake. Like I can tell you what those girls were feeling. That shit was not fake. I mean, they might dramatize it a little bit for the camera and stuff. Because obviously it's a show and they're on TV, but like those emotions are real. Like those girls are being put through a lot of shit. And the producers are, they're producers. So they only show a little bit of what's going on. So yeah, I would say open.
That's what I tell people. Reality TV, it's real. It's your real emotions.
Yeah. That's why when people talk shit on the internet, it's like, what are you gonna do? Just sit behind your?
They think we're actors.
Yeah.
I'm like, I do. Yeah. I can act and play a movie role, of course. Yeah. That's what my dream was, to be an actress. But like reality television was 100% real. Yeah, my emotions were real and everything was real.
Yeah. And you always look at those comments, and we talked about this earlier, but I just think about like the fucking nerd on the other end of that phone being like, oh, I'm just gonna go hate on someone randomly on the internet. It's like,
I get it,
bro,
trust me. I understand.
Weird,
I get it all the time. I'm picked apart from my plastic surgery. Many things I'm picked apart about.
Well, they'll always find something to hate on you for.
Yeah, and usually it's just, I don't like to be mean. I just, I'm just me. And, I feel like I like to kill it with comedy,
Yeah.
So usually half the times when somebody's saying something mean to me online, I'm just posting, clips from the Bible about about judging people and jealousy. And I take it right from the Bible parts so the people all get it all day, every day with me.
Yeah,
and then they
don't
say anything after that.
Yeah, they're probably
they're
bummed.
like,
they're probably
I don't remember that part of the. Oh, you know what? Maybe I am being, demonic and stuff.
Yeah. That's
so,
funny.
Okay. Well, what surprised you most about your own emotional reactions during the experience?
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time I actually cried for the first time in like years. Yeah, and it's the weirdest thing. So I don't even know where it came from. I was just so sad, and it's like, I don't know, like I'm obviously dudes are taught not to cry or show emotions and shit. So it was very weird for me to have those emotions. I just wasn't expecting it. I don't even know where that came from. I was just sitting there. It happened like twice. And like, I'm feeling anxious, feeling a little weird.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, man. Like, am I really this I couldn't, it was just such an interesting emotional roller coaster overall, and very introspective. And I don't know where those emotions come. I'm sure you've experienced it.
You're not alone, because I cried a lot.
Yeah. I'm a dude though, I feel like girls are better with those kind of emotions,
Yeah, girls are usually more emotional, but I think with someone, it's kicking them, to the core on being on a show, and they want really something, great to come out of it, and the experience, and they're really sad upon it. I think it can really do some damage inside.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Did you have any connections?
Yeah, I mean, I met all the girls were super cool. They're super sweet, and again, like obviously no like romantic connections, but the guys were great. Everyone was really friendly for sure. It was just, I think the coolest takeaway from the whole show was like, why was it so hard? Because it really shouldn't have been. And I couldn't, like, if you ask me, what are you worried about? I mean, I've always been me. I'm not worried about people judging me or being mean to me on the internet or making fun of me. So it wasn't that. And like, I don't know, it was just so strange. I couldn't put my finger on why I was so upset and why I hated it so much. I mean, the biggest thing was obviously meeting that girl before the show. And that was the main thing. I just kept thinking, I'm like, why am I going through this experience to like find love and find a connection when I'm just so in love with this other person?
I'm gonna ask two different questions.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
This pertains to you finding somebody before the show. Do you feel like from everything that happened with the show, do you feel like you took an opportunity from someone that could have been casted on the show, or
Yes.
did they replace you with somebody else?
Yeah, so 100%. So that's actually what I felt. I felt the worst about that by far is there was 2 other guys. So they flew 14 of 14 people out there, and then only 12 got on the show. So that was what I was most upset by leaving. I was like, dude, I fucked up so bad. Like this could have been someone else's opportunity who could have taken advantage of it, and I just threw it away.
How are things going with the girl that you had feelings for before the show?
Yeah, she's at the hotel right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I flew her with me to New York, and she's
That's
coming.
great.
Yeah, she's coming to LA with me to do the media, and yeah, she's a bad bitch. She's just super cool, you know.
I love
and
it.
She matches my energy, and she's super sweet.
You
and,
got something out of it then.
Yeah, I think I just don't have a single regret, not a single letter.
Everything happens for a reason. You got to remember that, because it wasn't your destiny to be on a dating show. Maybe this is your match and this is your forever, and you wouldn't have had that if you would have been gallivanting with other girls, making out with other girls, you know, hooking up with other girls and everything, and then all of a sudden she would have been over you.
Yeah, so that's so interesting you say that, because there's all these layers that me and you talked about to reality TV, right? So you have the layer of you're on camera, you're being judged by everyone, you have all your castmates who are kind of judging you as well. And then I had this layer as well where I'm like, every single thing that I'm saying to these girls, I wonder what Isabel's gonna think if she sees this, right? So it's like everything I'm saying, I'm like, fuck, I don't even wanna try, because I don't want her to see this and look at me like trying to develop an emotional connection with another girl, because that would just kill her attraction to me, and that would hurt her really bad. So I had this like extra layer of like shit on top, you know? So everything I was saying, I had to like think of it through like 5 different lenses.
You have to
right?
keep a level of integrity being on the show, because then it's like you're showing one side on television, and then you're gonna go back to the real world.
Yeah.
And someone who you have liked or had a connection with, and then she just shuts you down, it's over. So
And the best part about it, the one clip that went absolutely viral from Netflix, was the one of me being an absolute douchebag and saying the funniest shit, and she loves that part of me. So it was like,
what was said? I mean, like, what
you'll
was the viral clip?
You'll see the clip later. You'll see the clip later. It was bad.
I'm gonna see the clip.
It was bad.
later.
It was bad. But it was cool, because she would so much rather see that than me developing an emotional connection with one of the girls, right? So I'm very glad she saw that.
Did you say anything douchey to the girls?
No.
That's
Just to the camera.
At least you're a gentleman, because
Yes.
some guys out there will say douchey things to girls, you know, and they have no regrets.
Yeah, but I'm glad we're talking now, so you know I'm a nice guy. And
You are a nice guy, and I wish you all the best. So, what's one truth about relationships you learned the hard way on the island?
I think you don't ever really know someone, and yeah, that's rough to watch. What else? I mean, that was the main one. But also, like, I also think you can go in, like, I saw these couples going to the island very strong, like, loving each other and being like, I want to stay together. And then I kind of slowly just saw them break down over the weeks that we were filming, right? Because it's like, I don't know, you're with 12, like, as a girl or with a guy, like, you're with 12 hot single dudes, you're with 12 hot single girls in a relationship.
And they also create the situations,
the environment,
to cause the drama, and to make it fester and get up, you know, crazy.
And that's rough, man. That's a rough.
So
that's
you
a rough
have to
thing.
play in that role. See, some people take it as this is reality and this is what it is. But when you're on a show, you just have to make it entertaining and be tons of drama, and you know, just play up on it. And then you go back to reality, and you're like, babe, are you okay? Everything's good, right? We're good, right? You know, but some people don't know how to, like, you know, do all that.
Well,
like,
I get it though.
I know how to turn on the drama and then to turn it off.
But that comes from you having years of experience doing it, right? For a lot of these people, I think it was like,
you know, like, you just have to play the game, and you know. So of course I could be wild and crazy on a show and then turn it off, and I'm like,
yes, 100%.
You know, like,
that's funny.
I know it's crazy being two sides, but you know, that's
what
the way
TV
it
is.
You have to be entertaining, and you have to have those moments of popping off and knowing what to say, and you know, you just have to have that mouth on you. But
I got that.
You got that, but you walked off. I'm happy for you, but I'm disappointed because I wish you would have pushed at least to episode 7 or 8.
I know.
You know, but
Next time.
But you did it for yourself.
Best decision
and
ever.
You left, and I know, you know, that's all that matters. Is that how you feel that when you left? Is that that's all that matters?
So yeah.
Okay, so last question. What's more exhausting, the emotional experience or knowing millions of people will judge you after?
That's a great question.
I think it's a little bit of both, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit of both, but I kind of like the judgment. I mean, I don't know. As soon as I started getting those hate comments,
You like the negative engagement.
I do, because I always just sit there, and it goes back to what we talked about earlier. I just like, Like if it's people that I love and respect giving me hate, I would care and I'd feel really bad.
Of course.
But when it's these little keyboard warriors on the internet who I know don't have a great life and they're very
eating
upset.
cheese doodles
with
orange on their keyboard.
Yeah, they're spilling freaking cheeseburger on their stomach. It's like,
Right.
man, like I genuinely sit
You
there.
got
I'm
grease on your keyboard. Like, baby, just focus on yourself.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad for them, because like if that's all they got going, and it's like they really.
Listen, I've never gotten hate from beautiful people
Ever. It doesn't
or
happen.
celebrities. I've never. It's always from the basic bitches out there.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry that you're jealous. I'm sorry.
It would be very upsetting though to get hate from just really really hot people and people who are just killing it. Tom Cruise,
Yo,
Brad
I
Pitt.
would cry. I would if it was celebrities and beautiful people in this world. And
Yeah.
I'm talking about beautiful, not just on the outside. It's on the inside too. There's beautiful. There's basic people that are beautiful. They have a good heart, you know. But when I see rotten to the core, when I hear them see what they're writing. Those are demons. Like who says these things, you know?
Yeah.
And you'll have to have God in your heart. Like you'll have to have Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Like how do you say some of the things that have been said to me? It's just insane.
Yeah.
But you know what? You deal with it and you don't let it get to you.
Yeah.
And you just say, you know what? Oh, yeah, figures. Like, yeah. This is their life. This is what they.
You have to think, and it almost takes the power away. Either respond with love, is what I've found. I don't always do that. Won't lie. But also just really putting yourself in their shoes and thinking like how sad your life must be to sit there and comment on that.
Misery.
The misery.
And they want the company, and you can't give them the company.
And misery loves company.
Yeah.
It's like crabs in a bucket. They will try to bring you down, and it's like it is what it is, man.
I like that.
So yeah.
But you know what? I really enjoyed talking to you, and you know what? I hope it works out with you and your girl.
Me too.
And I will take you up on those if I come out to Maui and see, I hope you give me a surfing lesson.
We got you.
All right.
We'll get all the content too. We'll take a bunch of pics with you in the surfboard.
Awesome.
We got you, girl.
Thank you, Kai, for joining me today on my episode. And that's it, you guys, for another episode of the Nikki ExotiKa Show. And where can they find you?
Instagram, Kai Stone 808. You want to see the business. YouTube, Kai Stone YouTube. That's pretty much it.
And that's it, you guys, on another episode of Nikki ExotiKa Show. Bye.
You're just so narcissistic, so narcissistic.